I have breaking news to share with you today. The Internal Revenue Service is now expected to collect billions of dollars more in overdue and unpaid taxes. This is thanks to new funding that was recently approved. But experts say that some Social Security beneficiaries may miss out on receiving a tax refund this year. Also, friends, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
The gentleman is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in strong support of Protecting Health Care for All Patients Act of 2023, led by Chairwoman Rogers. I rise today not only as a congressman, Mr. Chair, but as a father to a 21-year-old man with Down syndrome, a young man who has never been defined by his disability, but rather his ability. The use of quality adjusted life years is disgusting. Mr. Chair, it's disgusting. Using a cost-benefit analysis to determine if someone deserves health care, if their life has value. This is just plain wrong, Mr. Chair. But this is the result of socialized healthcare medicine, the future that the Democrats want, a future where a doctor will turn you away because your treatment just doesn't make economic sense. This is called rationalized healthcare, America, meaning the government will determine if your life is worth living. The bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. will determine if the seniors in northern Minnesota's life should be saved and health care provided to them. And I thank Chairwoman Rogers for introducing this bill, which prevents the federal health care programs from deciding my son's future and all the children in this country that have a disability and their families from deciding if their life is valuable in comparison to others. This bill is a beacon of hope for families like mine and the hundreds of thousands across this great nation who are blessed to have children with Down syndrome and other disabilities living with them that enrich our communities. It is a promise that we will not stand by idly while our most vulnerable citizens are viewed as less than a broken healthcare system.
Gentleman's time is expired.
Please yield another minute to the
Gentleman is recognized.
This bill ensures that individuals with disabilities, the elderly, our veterans, and the terminally ill are protected from discrimination and have access to affordable, comprehensive health care. I urge my colleagues to support this. And let me tell you something. As a spouse of an Iraq War veteran, you look on the veteran site, Mr. Chair, and they have quality adjusted life years for our veterans. Since when do we determine the life of a veteran who signed up to give his or her life for this nation, Mr. Chair? And the Democrats want to take it away. Quality adjusted life year. It's sad. And Madam Chair, I'm glad that you brought this up. We are fighting for the elderly, the veterans, and our disabled community. For the bureaucrats to tell me or tell any of us whether your life is worth living or not is unconscionable. And we will not stand for it. And I yield back.
Gentleman yields.
I reserve.
According to the Associated Press, the Internal Revenue Service is expected to collect a lot more overdue taxes than initially thought, thanks to increased enforcement funded by the Democrats' Inflation Reduction Act, which was passed in August 2022. Tax revenues could rise by up to $561 billion from 2024 to 2034. In 2022, the Congressional Budget Office estimated that the IRA's additional IRS funding would boost revenues by $180 billion from 2022 to 2031. The latest IRS analysis suggests that with restored, renewed, and diversified IRA funding, revenues could potentially reach $851 billion from 2024 to 2034. The report is being used by the administration officials to support President Biden's economic agenda amid his re-election campaign and ongoing threats to the IRS funding. The National Economic Advisor emphasized that investing in rebuilding the IRS would reduce the deficit. This would be by ensuring the wealthy and large corporations pay their owed taxes. The Inflation Reduction Act provided the IRS with $80 billion, but House Republicans included a $1.4 billion reduction in IRS funding in the debt ceiling and budget cuts package. An additional $20 billion was diverted from the IRS to other non-defense programs over the next 2 years. But despite these challenges, the IRS has implemented customer service improvements and recovered $500 million in back taxes from wealthy tax evaders. The report has prompted calls for increased IRS funding, but GOP Representative Jason Smith argues that the numbers are unrealistic and that more funding will lead to hundreds of thousands of additional audits for taxpayers earning less than $75,000 a year. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen directed the IRS not to increase audit rates for those earning less than $400,000 annually after the IRA became law. The IRS aims to address its challenge of ensuring tax compliance, as a tax gap, which is the difference between taxes owed and paid, has grown to over $600 billion annually. But Newsweek has also reported that many Social Security recipients mistakenly believe there is no reason they should file tax returns. Experts say they could be missing out on a lot of free money. Depending on their income, many seniors are still required to file taxes, even if they've retired and started receiving their monthly Social Security benefits, which averaged $1,760 in 2024. Kevin Thompson, a certified financial planner, has told reporters, "The need to do their taxes is paramount because most of them have to pay quarterly tax. You do not want to be subject to interest and penalties, so making sure you are in good standing with the IRS is pivotal." Still, many Americans who make less than the federal minimum senior income tax requirement of $15,700 might think there's no benefit to filing taxes. Zach Hellman, a tax expert, has noted that would be wrong, though, and they'd likely miss out on refunds for the 2023 tax year. He told Newsweek, if federal income tax was withheld from your Social Security benefits or other sources of income, filing a tax return is the only way to receive a refund over the overpaid taxes. Refunds typically go to seniors who have part-time jobs and a low level of Social Security income each month. Some seniors receiving Social Security also qualify for tax credits, like the Earned Income Tax Credit or Additional Child Tax Credit, which you can only take advantage of by filing a tax return. And for seniors on Medicare, the income reported on your tax return affects the premiums you pay for Medicare Part B and Medicare Part D coverage. Because the U.S. tax code continually changes, it is difficult for Americans to be aware of all their tax obligations and opportunities to any given year. So, dear friends, please be sure to check if you are eligible for any additional financial relief this year. Well, my amazing and awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, this coming Friday and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure you enter the giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.